Today's video is sponsored by Alpaka Gear. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm checking out Alpaka's brand new Momentum collection. This lineup includes 3 pieces: the Momentum duffel, backpack and the sling, all built with Alpaka's new Axodyne performance fabric. These bags are designed to be ultra light, weatherproof and tough enough for daily carry, travel and everything in between. If you're watching this video right now, the collection should be officially live. One of the biggest highlights here is the long awaited duffel bag from Alpaka. This is something a lot of people have been asking for, and it's finally filled that gap in their lineup. So without further ado, let's kick things off with the Momentum duffel. This duffel comes in a 35 litre capacity, offering plenty of storage space. Right off the bat, it does feel incredibly lightweight. The material still feels thick and structured, but it manages to stay very light, which is very impressive. The handles are extremely lightweight and oversized, giving you a lot of room to grip comfortably. I really like the handles are slightly longer. Even though I'm not that tall, the bag does stay elevated when carrying it on my side, so it's not dragging on the ground. The duffel does have this rectangular gym style shape with rounded corners, which keeps it a really clean and structured look. So starting at the front, you do get that signature Alpaka front compartment, which we've seen across the recent designs, with a subtle curved shape. This pocket uses YKK AquaGuard zippers to open it up with a little cord pull tab, and it does open very wide, literally the whole width of this front compartment. So you just have all this storage space, and it's going to be a bit difficult to see and differentiate, because it does have this lining on the interior which is exactly the same. So I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up that well, but I'll do my best. So apparently this can fit a small iPad. This other 2 open pockets over here can fit like a mouse or battery pack or adapters or something like that as well, to keep your things and electronics organized. But yeah, you do just have this large space capacity right here, but it's just a large compartment. The material is slightly transparent up close, so you might see your fingers through it if you look real close, but it doesn't affect the functionality of it, so just be aware of that. So just at the back here, you'll find a subtle luggage pass-through and a hidden compartment for valuables, similar to a sling bag. Along the top here, it is a horizontal positioning, so you do feed through the handles just up through it, and you would just stack this on top of your luggage when you're traveling. Back here, you just have, under this concealed compartment, a zippered compartment to store valuables, and you can see that I already had it open there. But yeah, it's quite large, so it's from here all the way to here, and you just have this big section to store valuable items in here. This one isn't AquaGuard zippered, so just be aware of that, but it does have this little lip to cover the zippers. You could probably easily dismiss this compartment real quick and not be able to see it because it's so concealed. And then just moving to the top, we do have the attachment points up here. We got 4 attachment points that you can use to attach additional items that you want and have it on the exterior, which is really nice. And then you got this double zippered YKK interior pocket, which we are going to move on next. Oh, and I just want to mention that we do have 2 large carrying handles on the side as well, for you to easily grab and maneuver real quick. So very good, I do like that. So just moving on to the interior now. Inside, we do have organizers on each side of the walls. We have a total of 6 pockets in here, compartments, and they're both equal on both sides. So I could just show you one side to make it a bit quick. So at the top here, we do have this long compartment here, which is a mesh pocket. It's zippered, and you can store something longer if you wanted to in here, or grab little quick access items real quick. And then just at the bottom of it, there is 2 large zippered compartments, and it's equal on both sides like I mentioned, and you can stow away some really large items in here actually and keep it separated from the main area, which is really good. I do like that there is a lot of interior compartments just to keep things separated. Pretty much you just have this large 35 litre storage space that you can use to maneuver or store your items into. The good thing about this is that the material is thin, so it does give the illusion of a larger capacity, a larger space, so you can really maximize edge to edge, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you do have a little subtle Alpaka logo right here. That pretty much sums up the duffel. It's very straightforward and very minimal, and not exactly too much to be said. So here's the shoulder strap, which is very well padded, and it looks similar to the ones that you already get on the sling, but it just has this sort of Axodyne design that's consistent with the bag. And then we do have the typical straps, but it's just the end that's different, which they now use this metal carabiner style looking clip, which is actually so easy to open and close from now, and you could just literally hook this on real quick on the end here, really easily, and then you're pretty much makes it a lot easier to hook on and get ready to go. Overall, the bag offers a huge main compartment. I recently used it to carry a tripod and some camera gear from one place to another. It handled the load really well. Not necessarily the most protective, but definitely super functional and spacious. I do just want to make you aware that this isn't the most protective, but it does offer a lot of storage space. So I don't recommend carrying expensive camera gear, but if you do, just make sure to wrap it up and protect it first and then place it inside, but don't end up throwing this around because you might damage your gear. So obviously you'll know that and have a bit of common sense, but that's the Alpaka Momentum Axodyne duffel bag. So on to the next item in the Momentum collection, we have the Axodyne backpack. This pack shares many similarities with the Aero pack from Alpaka's standard lineup, but is slightly bigger at 22 litres and has a simpler and more minimal design. Starting with the exterior, it does have the same design language as the duffel, streamlined, clean, flat with very minimal detailing. You got the front compartment at the front here, and if I just open it up, same YKK zippers with the pull cords. You do have a key attachment in here. I don't really use this, as many of you probably already know, but this compartment does take about halfway off the front just to store your miscellaneous items. It does have two built-in open pockets as well, which are quite large. They are like half of the size. So just to give you a rough idea, I can place my hand in it in each one, so it could fit like a large battery bank, power adapter, charger, something like that you can put in here, or like a little notepad or something like that, and then you just got that space along here as well. So that's pretty much the front compartment. So just moving to the top, we do have a padded carrying handle, and it's more padded than the duffel, but it does offer a good space as well to really grip and grab. A padded handle really makes a big difference in my opinion, especially when you load out a backpack. Having extra padding is really good, so can't complain about that. And then just on the sides, we do have just a nice flat design with nothing really here, and that's pretty much it. That's the bottom as well. So just moving on to the back here, we do have this little attachment point at the top here to keep your bag elevated and off the ground. We do have the shoulder straps, which are relatively padded, especially for this type of setup. Obviously it's not going to be as super padded compared to the main line, but in this collection, for this lightweight design, it is still relatively padded with a lot of ventilation underneath. Just on the back here, we do have a flat sort of design here with 4 padded cushions, 2 along the top and 2 at the bottom. It is padded as well, but also not as padded as the mainline backpacks from the main collection. And then we do have a horizontal luggage pass-through, and then you do just have the central area, this little gap to help with airflow as well. On the straps, you do have hypalon attachment points on each of the straps to hang something, and then you do have your sternum strap attachment points to help with adjustability and placing it to get the best chest strap comfort the best you can for your body type. And then just at the bottom, we do have some metal buckles, which are really nice. Yeah, that's pretty much the back compartment showcased. Not too much going on here. Just at the side, you do have a little compartment that's nice and concealed against your back as well, and you do get this large space in here. I can literally fit my whole hand in here, and it goes all the way to about over here and just to about up here. So yeah, this is not Aqua Guard zippers. It does have that little lip to keep it concealed as well, so it's nice and subtle. Moving on to the interior of the backpack, it does feature a large open space. An open space with a very minimal setup and design. It is lighter, like I said, and thinner materials, which gives this backpack a spacious feel, which is really good for everyday carry. So along the back wall, we do have a laptop compartment, a laptop sleeve. It is thin on the front here. On the back, you do get this very thin padding from the cushions back here, but other than that, that's about it. You do have not really of any false bottom, so if you were to set iPad or your laptop down, you make sure you just want to set it down nice and soft and gentle, just in case you don't want to damage your laptops. But yes, it does fit up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro, because my MacBook Pro fits in here with no problem at all. But like I said, there's not that much padding, so be aware of that. You have your storage space that you can use to store your items, and then you do have this little divider here, which is the water bottle pocket. Now you can use that to store whatever things you want. It is spacious and is built inwards, so you're able to fit a large water bottle in here if you wanted to. I do have my 1 litre water bottle in here, and it does fit perfectly fine, and it does offer good height as well and coverage for it. But just know that if you do have something in here, it's just going to take a bit of room from your main interior, so just be wary of that. It is quite large as well, and you do have good room as well. And then just along the front side, you do get this mesh compartment that you can use to stow away any miscellaneous items in here you want to keep separated from the main area, which is relatively large, as you can see. I'm pretty much sure you're aware from the other alpaca bags. They might have the similar design as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the interior of this backpack. Pretty much covered. Very simple. Again, simple design, simple and lightweight for an everyday carry. I sort of did want to just mention about the material and stitching along the bottom. I'm not sure if you'll notice, but there is some additional folds and stitching in this bag, which isn't just for aesthetics. It's actually to give this bag a bit more flexibility and maximize the interior space. I do like that it's not just one completely whole panel, and it's a bit more folded and just bended around the extra corners to give it a bit more space outwards and make it a bit more malleable in a way and maximize that type of space. Because sometimes when a backpack is just all one piece, it's quite annoying and quite stiff, and you don't really get that range of motion when you're trying to use and take items in and out of the bag. So I do like this, do like that sort of little detail to it. I'm pretty sure the other bags are designed like this, but I did see it quite apparent over here. So something I just wanted to mention. So on to the final piece of the Momentum collection, which is the sling bag. This is a very simple 2-litre capacity sling carrying the same design language as the duffel and the backpack. It does resemble a game console, as you can see, and I'll give you a second to guess. 1, 2. Is the Nintendo Switch, and you probably guessed that correctly. And yes, it does fit in here with the width and the dimensions. Just fits just under. Again, note that it just doesn't offer a lot of protection, so just keep that in mind if you were to buy and use it for that. But yeah, it should be able to handle that pretty well. So on the front, like the other two bags, we do have this white KK AquaGuard zippers here, and you just open up. This one has a key attachment built in, but that's pretty much it. You do have this whole width for this front compartment that you can use, and like I said, not too much protection here. It's just a thin material, but nice and lightweight, and that's pretty much it. So just moving to the back here, there isn't a hidden compartment that you usually would get on your alpaca slings. Maybe it's because of this material being too thin that they aren't able to add an extra pocket here, which is fairly fine. And then you do have this D-ring at the bottom to attach additional items here. So you do have these maglock attachment points right here. That's easily released from this push of a button and attached, and you could attach it to either up in here for top down carry, or from the corners to have it maybe for overbody or crossbody. So depending on your setup, you can use it how you want to. So moving on to the interior, fairly simple as well, so it won't take me too long to explain. But you do just have this main compartment, got the whole width and the whole size of this shape, so you use and store all your items here. Just want you to note that it is very thin. For bulky items, it's probably not ideal, but for thinner and flatter items, probably your best bet is for them. And then just on the front side, you do have this large mesh compartment as well. It's all in one piece. You can use that to store cables, pens, anything of that sort, or any little valuables that you don't want it in the main area. You can separate it from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To be honest, very simple and very minimal. This sling can be packed as well, with this material being quite thin. Probably not ideal to really fold it up too tightly with the zips, but you can just fold it up and pack it away if you really wanted to, and have it carried in another or larger luggage that you want to use and take on your travels. So I feel like this is very versatile in that sense, and you could just pack it away. You could pretty much say the same thing with the backpack as well. It's able to collapse down so much more easier. Maybe you could just stow it away into another backpack, or even the duffel itself if you want to carry multiple carrying items. This is a good thing about lightweight items. You're able to collapse down and maybe take it with you on travels. I feel like this can come in handy if you're traveling quite far and you just need extra storage and carrying options. The duffel is a bit more tricky, so let's see if we can fold it and just collapse it down and see. Yeah, I feel like you could really pack this away if you wanted to when you're traveling, and just fold it down to the best you can. Obviously I'm just winging it, but yeah, you can collapse it down very easily and just place it in one of your travel luggage and have an extra bag when you're traveling. That's really cool. Probably isn't ideal, but it works. So here's the on-body look of the duffel, and if you can see, it's just about nearly touching the ground, but it's still elevated off. And I'm about 175 centimeters, 5'7", roughly around that area, 172, 175. I can't even remember, but somewhere around there anyway. And you can see that you still got good length on these, even though the handles are quite long. This is the on-body look of the backpack. On body, nice and minimal, and I do want to mention it does have these little strap holders right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it does help keep this a bit more neat and organized. I think they didn't have this on the other backpacks, so I think this is a new addition, and it does just help keep this a bit more neat and organized. But yeah, that's pretty much it on body. Not really digging into my sides at all. This is the on-body look of the sling. Of course it's empty at the moment, but you can see how it looks on body and how it is on the back. It is a bit on the longer side, but still easy to open and grip. Since it has a wide opening, you're able to grab more stuff a bit more easier as well. So I do like this a lot. So this is the on-body look of the Axodyne sling. Now on to the pricing. The retail price of the Axodyne backpack is going to be $149. The duffel is going to be $189, and the Axodyne sling is going to be $69. Of course, if you want to reap the most benefits, you got to be a super early backer, and if you're going to back it, you're going to get the bundle for $249, which is 39% off RRP. And if you're going to get it individually, you're going to get the backpack for $99, which is 34% off. The duffel at $129, 32% off. And the sling for $49, 29% off. Yeah, they will have other pricings, of course, as well, but that's the super early bird backers. I'm going to leave a link down below so you could check it all out there, and make sure you check the correct currency for your country as well, and the shipping costs. It's good to be able to back something really early and really get your hands on it. First come, first serve. So yeah, if you really want to check this one out, make sure to just check it down in the link below. So that wraps it up, guys, and that's the brand new Momentum collection by Alpaka Gear. They haven't done this design before. Everyone's been after this type of design and storage capacity, and now we finally got the Alpaka Gear duffel bag, which is really cool to see. And if you want to get your hands on it, you can always back it in the early stages and get it at such a good price. Have a read through all the information on their Kickstarter campaign. That's it for today, guys, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.